Welcome to a new episode of Virtual Pro Wrestling. My name is Gary, and we're going to be talking about WWE I don't know, Shut Your Mouth. Now, Shut Your Mouth is an interesting one because it's the first game that I remember where trailers existed for the game that contained footage that didn't actually make it to the final game. So if you are on YouTube or Patreon or whatever, look up Scotty J, as in Scotty Jayj, because he has created an amazing mod for Shut Your Mouth and Here Comes the Pain that brings in a lot of the beta elements, the unreleased beta elements of the game into a mod for the original game. And it looks insane. So I thought I'd start this video by going through the trailer and seeing some of the stuff that's not in the game.
The Rock says,
so first off, obviously the trailer starts with the Shut Your Mouth tagline. Other SmackDown games also have taglines. First off, our first cut content here is the fact that it's really this is probably just development footage, right? It's probably not finished, but for some strange reason there are no WWE logos anywhere. I can only imagine that the game was being developed as WWF, and then the name change happened, so they got rid of all the logos. But I find it really bizarre that the SmackDown stage doesn't have the WWE logo above it. None of the turnbuckles have the WWE logo. It's very strange. But our first piece of content here is the fact that these WWE titles, the WWF Championship and the World Heavyweight title, are not in the game. As far as I'm aware, it is just the undisputed title. I don't remember Kurt Angle wearing that gear, or Jericho, but they could just be alternate costumes. I read in the comments that there's just a lot of alternate costumes in this, but it's just strange. Now this sequence here where RVD does the Van Daminator into the rock bottom, I think you can actually do this in the game. Now it looks like cut content, but I actually think you can do it. So I probably won't be able to do it here, but here's some cutscenes that are in story mode. I don't know if they're in story mode or not. They don't look familiar, other than the talking to people backstage. There's Booker T's entrance. There's random Stacy Keibler dancing. Stacy Keibler getting spanked. Oh god, it's off the time. Yeah, and there's just some dialogue here that I just don't remember. But it's been so long. That shot of Earl getting nailed by the title, I don't remember at all. I don't think I've ever seen that. But I've definitely seen this. This is very hard to pull off in the game, as I remember, but it is there. This recreation of Rock and Hogan is... I've never seen this in the game. I don't know how you would... If it's in the game at all, I don't know how you would trigger it. And there's some WWF logos in the WrestleMania arena. And then obviously showcasing the new arenas and stuff. We just played SmackDown Just Bring It, actually, and we were talking about how Just Bring It does not have any pay-per-view arenas. It only has one pay-per-view arena that is redecorated for the show you're at. This game has every single pay-per-view arena of that year, and even more backstage areas for one for season mode, but also for... I didn't mean to skip the entrances, but here we are. We're RVD versus Jeff Hardy. It's a really good Jeff Hardy model. Holy shit. I think this was his A model as well. So RVD here is wearing his alternate attire, B. Jeff is wearing his A, I'm pretty sure. But that's a really good Jeff Hardy model. Oh man, I really thought I was going to be out there. I think as well, this probably is the first game with landing on the apron. I don't think you can land on the apron in other games. Prior to this, obviously. I think another cool feature is I think they got their matches backwards, right? This is me being nitpicky, but this is a hardcore match, and I can go backstage and I can do whatever. They also have the option for a street fight, but in a street fight you can't go backstage, and you can't it's not false count anywhere. And I was like, this feels really backwards, because wouldn't a street fight involve going, oh, that looks pretty sick actually.
I don't even think Rob Van Dam knows what he's
Oh my god, this stupid pin. Wouldn't a street fight involve going out into the street, whereas like a hardcore match is kind of just a no DQ hardcore match? I mean, maybe I literally think I'm splitting hairs here. Really, it's not really not worth like losing sleep over. I'm pretty sure that animation is still in the video games now. RVD's got a really good moveset in this game, but he's got a really annoying pinning maneuver that I keep accidentally doing, so I'm just trying to build up a finisher here. You'll see that I have selected the... Oh, he kicked me off the stage. That looks awesome as hell. But these are the little things, like, it's not gameplay related. There is no functional reason as to why I would go up here. There's no increased damage. There's no special cutscenes. There's no environmental stuff. But I can jump off the stage, and these move, because obviously you can do any move off the stage really. So even these like simple, I did a schoolboy there that took Jeff off the stage and it looked cool as hell. Like, it just looked brutal. Like, that's the stuff that I really miss from the current games, where it's like, no, you must press a button to get off the stage, and it's like, well, you're kind of just ruining the fun a little bit. Now here's the real fun. So they added this whole well, it's not whole platform. They added this little, oh shit. They've added this little bit of a platform up on the stage, so you can actually fight on top of the King of the Rings like chair, which is insane to me. I just think it's so nifty, it's so cool, and I'm really glad it exists. Oh, the referee just fell off. And then I can do my finisher off of this as well. I can just straight up jump off of the stage, which is also insane. Like, I don't know what they were smoking with this game, but it's just wild. Oh, ref still down. Oh. That must have been a glitch. Okay. That must have been a glitch, right? Because the referee was knocked out. Well, there we are. At least I got to show you what it was like to jump off the stage, because I think it's such a cool feature. Hardcore matches in general, just fighting on the stage area, really, really fun. So overall, Shut Your Mouth is awesome. So other than exhibition and story mode, you do have a create feature where you can create a superstar and create an animation. I'm not going to go into them just now. I'm pretty sure this is create a taunt. I will actually just quickly go into this just to confirm. I think it's create a taunt. Oh, I don't know actually. I guess this is like create a fighting style or a fighting stance, walking style, running style, a winning animation, and a taunt. So they've actually expanded this quite a bit, because in Just Bring It you could only create a taunt, whereas in this game they've added these 4 other options, which is pretty cool actually. That's nifty. That's really not considerate of them to do. And then you've got your create a superstar, where you can create a man or a woman, and you can go through the whole create an entrance, create a move. Sorry, you can't create a move, but you can create a move set for the wrestler and all that stuff. All right, let's quickly dive into season mode. Let's just do a little bit of season mode. So season mode's pretty fun this year. I really enjoyed it. I can't remember the specific stories that play out, but what I do remember is you can select pretty much anyone in the roster. Actually, I think you can select anyone. You can even select a champion if you were so inclined to pick a champion. So I don't know, let's go for I kind of want to pick someone who's like maybe like a mid-carder. Someone who's not, you know, is not there yet. Let's go for Booker T. We've got 3 options of attires as well. Very cool. I'll just go for base. But what is so special about Shut Your Mouth is that this is the beginning of the draft, the brand split. So as JR is very kindly explaining here, with Linda McMahon, this happened on real TV. This happened back in 2001 or 2. I can't remember exactly when. But Linda McMahon did announce the draft. Vince McMahon represents SmackDown, Ric Flair represents Raw. And basically they take turns picking superstars for the brand. And at the time, it was so fun. Like, I remember enjoying it so much because it was such an exciting time. The fact that each show was going to have a different roster, it was so interesting. And I think nowadays, if you were to do the exact same draft, I'm not even reading this anymore, God. The Undisputed Champion is not eligible to be drafted due to contractual clause, so that means Undertaker can't be selected. Stone Cold Steve Austin is not eligible to be drafted either, for reasons that make more sense when you play the game. Some superstars don't take part in the draft because of injury. Thank you for your attention this evening, and best of luck to the WWE superstars. Please select a brand. Booker T was on Raw, I think, so let's go Raw. It's a bit weird that I can choose my brand, but either way, we'll let the brand play. We'll let the draft play out. I may skip it for the interest of time for the video, but here we are. Oh,
Mr. McMahon, want to pick first.
there we are. On behalf of WWE SmackDown, I, Vince McMahon, choose.
Who's going to be the first?
Is he going to pick Booker T? Brock Lesnar on SmackDown. And then is it gonna, yeah, so it cuts to the guys in the back with the reactions of what they want. This is really, really cool. So Brock is stoked to be going to SmackDown, which is really cool for him, I guess.
Who's Ric Flair going to pick first?
So maybe Rick's gonna pick, his #1 draft pick for Raw is, oh, I choose. Oh shit, I didn't realize I picked these guys. Who did it? Oh god, who did Raw have at this time? What brand was The Rock on? Well, he was Hollywood Rock, so he must have been on. Yeah, he must have been on Raw at this time. Cool. So yeah, we're gonna do 10 draft picks per brand. I've already picked Raw. No, have I picked Raw? Oh shit, maybe I need to pick Booker T. Oh no. Well, anyway, we'll let this play out and then we'll come back to it. You've seen how the draft works. I think if you were to do this today, is what I was going to say earlier. If you were to do this today, but with the internet and like do it on the WWE Network, so maybe not the WWE Network. I guess WWE Network doesn't exist anymore. But if you were to do a live broadcast on Netflix, let's just say tune in every hour and we're going to do like a short, you know, news broadcast of the new draft picks, and it's literally just like 4 or 5 people per brand every hour. It would just be so exciting, I think, and it would keep you, you know, if you're talking business, it would keep their engagement up for a bit. But I also think it would just be really, really fun, like seeing how this plays out. Nowadays it's too elaborate, like they don't seem to really care much about the brand split anymore. But I just think, god, back then it was so special, and it was so important in the schoolyard. Actually, now that I think about it, like back at school you used to say like, what was your favorite brand and who was your favorite wrestler, and you would like basically just take a side, and it would cause like it would cause schoolyard fights. Like, it's so crazy, and I miss it. I love it. Nuts. Okay, so I simulated the rest of the draft, and Booker T has been drafted to SmackDown, so I didn't pick the brand that I was on. I just picked the brand that I was drafting, and obviously Booker T has been moved to SmackDown. So hey, we're going to be on SmackDown. That's totally fine. That we roll with the choices. Like that's what it was like, you know. So here we are, April 1st, 2002. April Fools. So what we can do is we can actually see the roster that SmackDown has made. So Undertaker is the undisputed champion, and you've got Brock Lesnar, RVD, Jericho, Hardy. I don't know who that other guy is. And then yeah, this is like, here's your mid card range. I think they are actually listed by overall, so cool. You've got a pretty decent mid card here, and then there's room for more should you have like created wrestlers and stuff, and also a small women's division as well. Don't see a women's title here, so maybe that's not a thing in this game. Or maybe it's on Raw. I'm not sure. But the roster is important for the show. Like the way that the season will plays out, I think the roster is fairly important because it determines who you'll be facing in these storylines. So start program, we're going to see the first episode of SmackDown. I think we're going to see the whole card. Yeah. So you can see what Raw's doing. So this is what Raw did on Monday. What a weird show. Undertaker and Kane on separate sides. Very bizarre. So yeah, we're facing Brock Lesnar. Fuck me. So once we click decision, I think we're locked into the show. I think we can interfere in matches if we so choose, but we're not going to. I just realized this arena is so much more realistic than Just Bring It as well. Like, wow. We promise to bring you a new thrill and entertainment straight to your television sets. I suppose it's supposed to be this is the first SmackDown of the brand split, right? So, what do you want, Vince? I can't believe that you made me wait. So you think you're the man, huh? I'm the one who let you join this program, and you better listen to everything I have to say. As long as you don't bite the hand that feeds you, I will think about giving you a title shot. Now that's all. Go out there and win the match, damn it. Not for you, but for me. Okay. Why do you want me to win the title? What? Maybe it's so that I owe him or something. So, welcome to season mode, and here we are in the open world, can we say? It's an open area for sure. You can explore the whole arena. You can even go out to the ring. Actually, probably, I actually don't think you can. You can go to the VIP room, and the VIP room is where your general manager sits. So that is where Vince McMahon would be. And if I wanted to go for a title match or something, I would go speak to him. If I wanted to check my If I wanted to check my ranking status as well, I could do that there with Vince as well. So here is where this is the merch stand in the arena. You would unlock these arenas by the looks of it, and I guess I don't know what that means, the champion. I don't know if that means like the wrestler or the belt. I don't know what that means. All items are unlocked in this pay-per-view. Oh, right. So to complete everything in the game, you actually have to beat season mode like multiple times. So in this situation, Backlash would have like 6 cards, literally 6 little colored cards, and there would be different items. And basically I could go into here and I could buy individual items, but it's saying that obviously I've unlocked everything. So when it says Undisputed Champion, these will be items that you can only get when you're the champion. So thank God for this game's Eve having everything. That's cool. And when you are at a show, you like the way that you play the game obviously is you win matches, you gain cash, and then you use the cash to buy the items. But in this case, here we are going to speak to Maven. This looks like Maven to me.
Here comes the young and talented Maven.
Oh, nice. Get unique dialogue there from JR. How are you doing? What is it? Why are you looking at my face like that? You look great. because of my training, I'm in great shape. If you like, I can give you some pointers. Sure, we can train together. Is this gonna put us into a tag team or something? Like, what if I accidentally just signed up to... Whoa, what? I don't want to wrestle! Whatever. Well, we're gonna be fighting Maven, and then... But the thing is, I don't think this contributes to the actual show. Like, this isn't the... this isn't my scheduled match. My scheduled match is with Brock Lesnar, right? So, what I should do is go out to the gate, and then I'd end up facing Brock Lesnar. So let's see how this match goes, and then we'll pick up from there. All right, Maven got absolutely wrecked. Man, that was really easy to beat him as well. Like, he did not put up a fight whatsoever, and I didn't get anything for it. So maybe it'll pay off maybe next week, but whatever. We are going to skip this match because it's not our match. And then we are going to face Brock Lesnar. Yep, so that's going to show Booker T walking out to the arena, and I think it will show our entrances, I'd imagine.
Can you dig it, sucker?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Oh my god, those crazy eyes. I mean, Booker T does have those crazy eyes. It's not inaccurate. That looks insane. I mean, that is what it looked like. So I find it odd that, like, everyone seems to have really solid entrances, like somewhat fluid, but Triple H for some reason had like a really cut down version of his entrance. It's a bit odd. Brock is looking jacked in this game as well, absolutely yacked. One strange design decision that they made for this game is that there is like this really strange Jesus, Brock. There's a really strange noise filter over the gameplay. Like, I don't know if it's going to show in the recording just because of the way that the compression is going to work, but in some of the more static shots there is like a noise filter, and what that means is it just, the game had like old-timey cameras that used to film on like actual like tape film. They have this like natural like noise to them, so it makes it look a little bit fuzzy, film grainy, but they've added it artificially over the top of this game, and you can see this now in 2K24 in recent WWE games. You can actually see a noise filter in some of the older arenas that they put in the games, but they're usually really ugly, and like they're really distracting. They're not very good. And that's kind of how I feel about this as well. So I have played a little bit of Here Comes the Pain just in preparation for these videos and stuff, and Here Comes the Pain does not have that noise filter, and it looks so much cleaner. So they were definitely right to get rid of it. I think two other things probably worth talking about here is the dramatically cut down commentary as well. You probably can't hear it very well because of the way that the video is edited, but JR and King are commentating over the action, but they don't commentate in the way that Michael Cole and Taz were in Just Bring It. They were very much like Michael Cole and Taz in Just Bring It basically talk like robots because of the way that the dialogue was pieced together. It wasn't very well done, but they did try like a commentary system that somewhat, you know, replicated what was on TV, whereas in this game they did not even didn't even try. So in this game, commentators more specifically call out specific moves or actions that have happened. I would imagine they probably still call out names. I can't really hear it here. So great Brock. taking me to Suplex City. 22 years prior. There we are. Spin kick. Russian leg sweep. Bob your uncle. Oh, never mind. Oh my god. Look, there's a reason that the next SmackDown game is named after him, alright? Absolute powerhouse that he is. Hopefully, this will be enough. Oh, you can also do this. For whatever, for what it's worth. There we are, nice. So we beat Brock, which I presume will put us in title contention now. I don't really know what Vince wants from us, but oh, we don't even get an end sequence for that one. We're just off to the races, off the next card, off to the next town. Oh, we're cutting a promo this time. Okay. Oh, taunt and challenge the Undisputed Champion, or don't taunt. I mean, it's the Undertaker. I don't really want to fuck with him, but I will challenge him for the title. So we're not getting any dialogue. We're just gonna. Okay. Oh, so maybe this happened like just after the match, right? So I just beat Brock, and then it's like he grabbed the microphone and he said, "Taker, I'm coming for you," and nothing else. He never said anything else. No other words. Oh, Booker T is not known for. Oh, okay. So we're facing steel cage main event between Jeff Hardy and Undertaker. Why is Jeff getting whatever? What's Raw doing? Okay, Raw had a 6-man. Taker's also on that show because of the. Oh, of course, it's the Undisputed title, so you're on both shows. Of course. Okay, so we've got Eddie Guerrero this week. Works for me. So if we're going around backstage, then I wonder if we should look for. Okay, we're just getting generic intros every week. That's fine. If we are backstage for the show, then I wonder if we should go find Maven, since we beat the living shit out of him in the last episode. There's a big Valboski. I did ideally not want to talk to Val because I appreciate trans rights, which is not something that Val is capable of doing, apparently. So if we head down here, I think this takes us to the boiler room, the parking lot. Going to be someone down here. Okay, so we've got Al Snow. What room is this? This is the boiler room. Stock room. Parking. Who's in the parking lot? I think I saw another review for Shut Your Mouth that basically said that a lot of these there's Jericho. A lot of these backstage elements are ultimately kind of pointless because all they really do is leading to fights. So let's see what Jericho has to say.
Here comes the biggest ego in the WWE.
The biggest ego? Really? What the hell are you looking at? What the hell are you looking at? What do you say, Junior? Who in the hell do you think you're talking to? I'm a living legend. And then we're probably going to fight him, aren't we? So, yeah, like one of the reviews I was watching... Oh, we're not even... Maybe that informs my match next week. Can't climb these cards, can we? Boo. Maybe next week I'll end up facing Jericho or something. That'd be cool. Backstage dialogue, although it's very cool, you can only do one per show. So now that I spoke to Jericho, you see that Al Snow disappeared and Val Venus will disappear from the main foyer. Oh, there's this Eddie. I thought you could only do one per show. Did I speak to Eddie then? I've got a match with him, so. What's up, Essie? Oh. Oh no! He spilled his tea or something. Oh, I'm sorry. You want a piece of me, huh? Fine. We'll have a cage match. Okay, so we now got 2 cage matches on the show. Okay, so if you speak to your opponent before your match, you might have some little special dialogue, which is really cool. And unintentionally have got myself into a... By apologizing for spilling whatever coffee or tea, whatever that was on him, I've now worked my way into a cage match. That's exciting, I suppose. Ugh.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, we've already seen this entrance, but let's see Eddie's. Okay. So he's not got the lowrider just yet, but we're getting close to it. Chavo didn't make it into this game, but I'm pretty sure Chavo was working in WWE at this time. I'm pretty sure Chavo's in the next game though, and here comes the pain. A very minor presentation thing as well is that SmackDown at this time had the nameplate on the left, right? So, no, the left, right? Left. Which means that the entrances for the characters to be centered, they need to be slightly over to the right of the screen. So what I think they've done is they've adjusted the camera position on the SmackDown arena just to slightly pivot right when the nameplate appears, which I think is a really nice touch because it makes it really authentic to like the show. So it's not like a different animation or anything. It's nothing that special, but the fact that they've like just put in this tiny little feature where the camera position just slightly moves to accommodate the SmackDown nameplate, I think is really, really cool. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to mention as well is so the commentary table in SmackDown Just Bring It is tiny. It's really, really hard to put someone through the announcer's table in SmackDown Just Bring It. In SmackDown Shut Your Mouth, they made the announcer's table like basically double the size, which is like also a huge help for putting... Oh no, Vertebreaker. Okay. I mean, still a painful move, but not the one I was expecting. Yeah, making the announcer's table bigger means that it's easier to put people like do bigger moves through it. And I think you can also maybe kind of sort of do dive moves through them. I haven't been able to do a dive move that breaks the table, but I was able to hit a 5-star off the corner to the edge of the table onto the guy, and it did actually work. So it didn't break the table, but it did work. What I really appreciate as well is the fact that, you know, characters basically have 8 base moves, right? So you've got your 8, you've got your 4 standard grapples and your 4 groggy grapples. What it ends up meaning is every character actually does feel really unique when you play the game. Nice. Yeah, characters feel very unique when you play the game. So, like, Booker T's moveset here is pretty authentic to what Booker T was doing at the time. And when we played as RVD earlier, RVD also does a lot of really spinny, flippy, show-off moves that he was doing at the time. And I think, it all adds to the authenticity. Help. It makes every character feel very authentic to the time period is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what the correct term is. I'm very tired now. Help. Okay, so we've got another episode of SmackDown here. Raw is... Oh god, The Rock beat The Undertaker. That's not good for me, I guess. And what's really cool is that these wins and losses, although they don't impact me directly, they do actually affect the overall of the characters. So, theoretically, if I wasn't going for the WWE title, it's very possible that, you know, because The Rock is beating Undertaker, The Rock's overall goes higher and he'd be able to beat, or he'd be able to challenge The Undertaker for the WWE title, whereas I was doing something else on the card. Like, it's all a very fluid system, and I think it's very, very smart how it's done. But we don't get to see a lot of what happens outside of our storylines. We're facing Guerrero, so should we talk to Jericho? Maybe we should. He's walking around. What's up, Jericho? You seem stressed. What's the matter? You're still here? I guess you think you can go one-on-one with the great Y2J. Sure. Would you please shut the hell up? Do you think you can just walk up and challenge me? Challenge the great Y2J? You think you can beat me, don't you? You think you are tougher than I am, don't you? I'm a living legend. You can't win, Junior. Go get me some coffee or something. I don't fight trash like you. You should appreciate the fact that I haven't kicked your ass already. Oh, yeah. Great. So he decked me, and he's probably ran away, and I've woken up with a concussion, and he's not here anymore. So, yep. That's usually how these things go. But I think it's cool, because I think that's a continuation of the dialogue that me and Jericho were having in the previous weeks. So, for it to lead to that, and presumably lead to another match at some point, I think is very, very cool. And it makes the choices that the dialogue choices that you make during these, like, between match segments mean something. So this is a table match. So last week we faced them in a cage match. Now we're doing a table match. This is very backwards booking. This is not how you would traditionally book a wrestling show or a wrestling storyline. Sorry. Please tell me I can beat him like this. Oh, I mean that was pretty sick though. Put a body slam off the table.
The time has arrived.
Did you pick up the table? Yep, there we are. So table matches are so easy in these games because there's no condition for breaking the table. You just have to do a move on them. So it's very, very easy to win them. It's the same as ladder matches. I think actually in this game, ladder matches are made better because you can't just win them immediately. This is the game that introduces the holding on to the belt to tear it down. But in previous SmackDown games, you can win ladder matches within seconds. And it's the same in this game for table matches. You can win them so quickly. So that's one thing I like about the modern games. Not many things I like about the modern games, but you can that's not true actually. I do quite enjoy the modern WWE games, but the health limit on the table matches and stuff is a really good idea because it means you actually have to wrestle a match. You don't just immediately go to break a table. Here we go. So yeah, we're going to face Jericho with a special referee. So the dialogue choices I've been making are finally paying off. The Rock beat Undertaker and Kurt Angle in a 1-2 match. Don't know what Raw is doing, man. Raw's booking The Rock like he's the guy. And Rock is the guy I chose for them as well. He's the only guy I chose for that brand. And they're running with him. I mean, it's good to see something pay off, right? So there's Jazz. Jazz is on the left. I'll see if there's anyone else kicking about. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised to see Jericho or something. What's the locker room? I've not been in the locker room. Oh, Taker. Well, I'll speak with Taker. I'm coming for your belt, bro. I'm coming hard.
Look out! The Undertaker is
Okay,
here.
he's staring a hole at me. He's not talking. What do you want to say to me? Are you mad or something? Why do you care? Who in the hell are you to ask me questions? What business of it is it yours? What's wrong, Booker? I see your fear. Do you fear me? No. Don't piss me off. And he punched me. This is just going to be a running trend now. I'm just going to get punched by everyone backstage. Great, Jericho gave me one black eye. Now Taker's giving me another. So thanks. I'm gonna presume there's. I always feel the need to like run around this circular arena section because I'm like, is there anyone here that I need to speak to? There's not, and there never is. Right, so we've now sufficiently pissed off The Undertaker and Chris Jericho to the point now where, admittedly, I've worked myself into the main event of SmackDown, which is pretty good. So let's do this Chris Jericho special referee match. We've not seen Jericho's entrance yet, so let's have a quick look at Jericho's entrance.
From Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Y2J, Chris Jericho.
I mean, I guess this is a good time for Jericho because this is his, you know, he main evented WrestleMania that year with Triple H. He goes on to be the undisputed champion. I think he starts doing the Jericho talk show with the Jeritron and stuff. So, yeah, ultimately, I think it's a pretty good time for Jericho. Oh no.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, the owner of World Wrestling Entertainment, Mr. McMahon.
He's not quite got the strut. The strut doesn't look quite right. But I do appreciate his referee outfit. I really, really like the referee outfit. I can't remember if that's in the modern games or not, where you get a referee shirt. But I like what they're doing here. Oh, there we are. Also, we've got the ramp camera that was introduced back into the game in like 2K23 or 4, right? So the camera faces the stage instead of the crowd, which is good. A lot of the modern games have crowd-facing cameras, whereas I do quite like the ramp camera because you get to see more of... Jesus Christ, man. You do get to see more of the arena, and it makes the venues feel different because ultimately you're wrestling in the same arenas all the time. I think being able to see the stage rather than the venue is what makes it feel different, especially nowadays where, you know, the only difference is a big LED screen with a logo on it.
Jericho's not being conceited. Because he can back it up.
All right, we hit the scissors kick. This should be it. Cool. Thanks, Vince. So Vince seems to want me to be champion. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I don't know why weird special guest ref with Vince, but whatever. He counted the pin legit. There was no funny business. I think we're in good graces with the boss for once. Alright, so we have now reached the first pay-per-view of season mode, and it's going to be Backlash, so of course that makes sense because we started in April. So we started post-WrestleMania, and here we are at Backlash. I'm also curious, if you do a year, does it go to 2003 and 2004, or does it just stay in 2002? Because it specifically says 2002. And I guess WrestleMania will be in 2003. That's just interesting to think about. But anyway, we're going to be going to Backlash, where I presume we'll be facing The Undertaker for the world title, because that's what it seems to be leading towards. I'm not even booked. I didn't even get booked for the fucking title. Oh. That is some bullshit, you know? Can I like work my way into a match maybe?
The time has arrived.
Oh, are we getting pyro? Oh, that's so cool. I really like that.
We welcome you and our worldwide
Also,
audience to
the stage with the spikes, very cool. I like that stuff.
Too excited. This is a raucous crowd here tonight in the arena.
Show intros is obviously something that they took out of 2K Universe mode. It was in there originally, but they took it out because of reasons. But it's good to know that in 2002, Ukes were able to get show intros into the season mode, and 2K can't do that in 2024 apparently. Hey Booker, what can I do for you? Oh, you wanted to talk to me? I want a title shot. Oh, I can't go for the world title. I can only go for these. I didn't realize that. Let me see what I can do for the title match at the pay-per-view. So maybe because I didn't speak to him before the pay-per-view. Booker, the title match is coming up soon. How are you? I'm ready to prove myself to everyone. Okay, good luck. All right, thanks, King, I suppose. Hey, I've worked myself into a title match on the pay-per-view. Woo! I don't know who got bumped, but I've worked my ass off this month. I deserve to be in the title picture. All right, let's face RVD for the IC title.
Can you dig it? The following contest is scheduled for one Intercontinental Championship. And the challenger from Houston, Texas, weighing 251 pounds, Booker T.
We've not faced RVD yet in this season. What? He's one of a kind, don't you know? And he comes out wearing the IC title. That's really cool. Like, the title doesn't look great, and it's not the right shape, but you know. Ironically, of all the belts to be that big, that IC title is tiny in real life. So I'm really surprised that they made the belt that big. But hey, you know what? It's a really nice feature to have him come out wearing the belt. So that's a plus, A+ for me right there. Oh, so we get to see oh, Tazplex. We get to see RVD's other outfit. So when we played as him earlier, that was his alternate B attire. So it was like the black and green, whereas this is very kind of lower power. By the looks of it, it's very very hippie colored. So I'm curious what Booker's other colors are. Maybe I could have worn. I like the red actually, but maybe I could have worn something a bit more flashy. I don't know. If only the game told me what the colors were prior to, you know, selecting them. I think this arena is a good example as to why the ramp camera is very cool, because this arena, this ring, sorry, it's just got WWE logos on the ring skirts and it's black ropes. But if you were to face the camera the other way, how would you know what event you're working at, you know? Playing at. At least with the ramp camera, I can see the backstage in the background and, you know, have that kind of sense of... it's a sense of progression. I know it sounds really silly, but it is. You may feel the same way in Universe mode, because obviously Raw and SmackDown stages can get pretty boring. You probably end up using them more in Universe mode than you realize. And at least with the pay-per-view stages, you know, you can see different colors and different themes, and it adds a little bit of variety, and it helps with I'm getting my ass handed to me here by RVD. I mean, he is the IC champion. Fortunately for me, the IC title is the Workers Championship, right? So I need to work here. Eliminating me out of the Rumble there. Oh my, what? I'm walking in. Never mind. Errol, DQ, he kicked me in the face. Nope, it doesn't count. Come on, man. Oh, just please just give me a second, man. Oh, I just need a second to breathe, man. I got a full ass spinner or any of that. It doesn't. I noticed there in another play session that you get your energy from your taunt the minute you press the taunt button. So oddly, you can kind of spam taunts and get your finishers. So all right, is that going to be enough to put him down? 1, 2, 3. Okay, it was enough, and we have a new IC champion. And his name is Booker T. We politics our way into the... Oh, he's got a unique title finish. That's really cool. I didn't know this. I'd love to see Booker T do a spinner with the belt on. I don't think it's physically possible. Dude, that is so cool. Like I feel paid off. Like the satisfaction there is real. So yeah, my Booker T just won the IC title. The world title wasn't even defended. And I guess life goes on, right? So yeah, we head into May, which I think is Judgment Day. We move into the next month. We now just the next storyline. We defend our IC title, I suppose. And yeah, so that's been WWE SmackDown. Shut your mouth. I played this a lot when I was younger. The story mode especially. I think the story mode is so great. I would love to play it more. So if you want to see a let's play, maybe let me know. But yeah, this game's a really, really fun. It's almost like Here Comes the Pain without the control system, because Here Comes the Pain does change up the controls just a little bit. But this is still early enough so that it feels like just bring it, but advanced enough where it looks more like Here Comes the Pain, if that makes any sense. And it's very indicative of the time as well. It's very 2002 coded because SmackDown about this time was very good and Raw was a little bit not as good. But the roster overall, and I think the company was doing fairly well. They were struggling with the name change and no competition post ECW and WCW. So anyway, enough waffling. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It is free. It takes 2 seconds. It really helps the algorithm. Blah 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 blah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.